Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am in my farmhouse, and as you can see, those are orange plants behind me. Should I call them orange plants or orange trees, whichever? This is where I started planting oranges. This one is called Washington Navel, I think. So this is where I started planting oranges, and I started with this particular orange, but I have just a few plants of this type of orange. The majority of oranges that are planted are pixie oranges, which are very, for the market, it's very good currently. But in my last video I showed you smaller orange plants that I have, and I told you my orange plants are usually in different sizes. We have bigger sizes, we have smaller sizes. I usually plant a few at a time, and I mostly plant oranges during rainy season, and then when it is dry I irrigate them. So, and then because of course I don't have a lot of money like some people have to plant thousands at once, I usually plant just a few of them, the ones that I can manage. So sometimes during rainy season I can plant, like when I started I would plant like 10 or 20, but nowadays in one rainy season I can plant like 1,000, like 700, like sometimes 1,000 plus. So like I'm planning this coming rainy season, I'm gonna plant 1,000 plants like the ones you're seeing. But you know, normally when you plant them, the seedlings are usually small, and then now you have to take care of them until they become sizes like this or even bigger. So in generally, I am in Machakos County in Kenya. Kenya is a country in East Africa, and I am in my farmhouse. Sometimes I call it my village home. Most Africans usually, especially the ones you find in the city, have two homes. They have two homes. They will have a home in the village and a home in the city. So I have a home in the city, and this is I can call it my second home because I spend most of the time in the city, but I frequent here a lot because this is where I do farming. My plan is to do a lot of orange farming in this place, and also avocado farming. But I also have some other fruits in this place. Now these are oranges, so you can see actually the sizes, like this one. You can see these are smaller sizes, but I have some bigger ones in some other areas. And even the trees, they are in different sizes. These are the biggest I have right now, but I have some that are quite small. I think I have some in this particular space. I don't usually plant anything else except the oranges. Once they become big plants, you stop planting other things. But when I have the small areas where I have smaller sizes of plants, you will find I planted corn, like where in my last video, like now there down here, you see they are orange plants. Those are smaller. Because they are smaller, they are not taking a lot of space. I use the in-between space to plant corn. So I planted corn. But there are also other plants in my farm, like this. I mean, like other fruit plants, like this. This is mango. This is mango. This is that sweet mango. Very tasty mango from Ukambani. Very tasty. Yeah, I have quite a few other plants, because I even have some bananas. You can see some bananas, but these bananas are not very well taken care of. I used to have very good bananas sometimes ago, but I stopped. Nowadays I don't focus so much on banana because they require a lot of water. But once I'm able to get plenty of water, I'm going to have amazing bananas in this farm, because I used to have the time I had lesser plants to water during dry seasons, I used to have very smart, very good looking banana plants. But as you can see them, nobody waters them. They're just like that. And if you don't water them during, dry seasons, they will not give you good fruit. But anyway, my major focus in this farm is oranges or avocado. I've not officially started planting avocado for, avocado in numbers. I just have a few plants, just a few. And I planted those to test the ground, to see how it is. So guys, welcome back to my channel, and please consider subscribing. Now, I have to make it clear, this is not a farming channel. This is just a channel about my life and the things I do, and I'm hoping, some of those things will be able to inspire you just about my life. So I'll be able to show a lot of things here, farming being one of them, because I am so passionate about, actually to be specific, I'm very passionate about tree planting. Like in this video, I'm going to show you some trees or some small seedlings I planted the other day, which I'm planning to become big trees in some times to come. I'm very passionate about an environment. I'm very passionate about tree planting. And if you should know, actually my favorite color is that color there, green. And I think it's because just God knows my heart is a heart for plants. I just love planting a tree, watering it, taking care of it until it grows to be a beautiful thing. So yeah, these are my first ever orange plants, the first ones I ever planted. And when I planted these particular ones, I was actually planting them for fun. I wasn't planting them thinking about making money or selling fruit. I was just planting them for fun, because I've always been excited about planting trees. Actually, you can see some other trees at the background there. All those trees, all those, I have planted them in this farm, and there are many. There are many trees. Some of them very small, which are coming up. You might not see them. There are very many trees that are planted in this farm, because I'm so passionate about tree planting. So in this space here, we still have some orange plants, like that one you can see here. This is an orange plant here. Now, as you can see, it's a small one. It's coming up. One day it will be like those, the first ones I showed you, the big ones. But now, because these ones are smaller plants, it gives me time to be able to plant other things in the same space. And that's why I have corn. I have corn here. This one, the one I showed you in the other video, I was having it. I was eating this. In fact, I just roasted some before I did this video. I think that's where I'm getting the energy from. So I have quite a few stuff here. If I should tell you, in this entire space, you see all that corn? And I think you saw it in my other video. If I should tell you, in this entire space, all that space, there is many orange plants. Now, once I get out the corn, you'll be able to see the plants, the orange plants. They are smaller, they are coming up. And there is more than 1,000 plants here, actually more than 1,000 plants just around all that space. And the good thing, and I thank God for that, I have a lot of space for growth, because I still have a lot of lands where I have not expanded. And normally what I do, I expand bit by bit. I just expand bit by bit. I have a lot of space for growth. Like now I am clearing my land. I have some guys in this farm of mine, some land that has not been cleared. I'm clearing some land so I can start digging holes to prepare them to plant when the rain comes, to plant about 1,000 more orange seedlings. So when it is at one point, this is going to be a very big orchard full of oranges, and God willing, also full of oranges and avocado, because those are the two main fruits I want to farm in this place. Now I measure on Pixie. Most of the orange plants that I've planted are Pixie oranges, but I'm also planning to diversify a little bit and there is a particular orange called, is it blood orange, or there's an orange variety I tested in Nairobi. I usually buy in supermarkets in Nairobi. I think probably the sweetest orange I've ever tasted. I'm planning to also have that variety here, but majorly Pixie is what I'm going to be farming here. There's a lot of corn right now. Actually, it is starting to dry, so we are going to be cutting it down very soon. And then once we cut it down, we store it, and once we cut it down, what is going to remain is the oranges. And now at that time, when I do videos after we've cut it down, you're going to realize there are so many orange plants here, more than you can see, because the corn is blocking the plant. Guys, please, if you have any suggestion, you can suggest, but please leave a comment and some advice if you want to. If you have something you can advise me about what I'm trying to do here. Maybe you are planting oranges yourself, you have some experience, you can always leave a comment. You can like the video, you can share the video. I would really appreciate. When there is activity in the channel, it's usually good for the content creator, because many people get to be involved. You get a lot of comments, get a lot of help. I like this particular orange plant. It's looking very healthy. By the way, when you move around in your farm, you should be able to look at the plant and tell whether is it healthy, does it need some pesticides, or what. One thing I can tell you, in my farm, I don't use fertilizers. I don't allow fertilizers in my farm. I only use animal manure. So it's somewhat organic. Yeah, somewhat organic. I also have some sweet potatoes, by the way, in some space here. Yeah, I have some sweet potatoes. There are a lot of things in this farm. Yeah. So these are actually sweet potatoes we planted just in this space, and not so much of it because that's not the focus. But now, since we have space, we can always plant as many things as we can find to plant, because sweet potato is really amazing for breakfast especially. There's a lot in this farm. So, but most important, there's a lot that is going to be coming up, because this is like a farm that it's like I'm a beginner. I'm just beginning to farm. So I guess there's going to be a lot of transformation. Do you want to keep watching my videos to experience and to see the transformation in this farm? So guys, subscribe so you can be able to follow up. And if you have not turned on the notification bell, please turn it on so that every time I come on, you'll be notified.